Hey out there, and welcome. I'm Kate, and I'm glad you're here. So today's practice is all about showing our upper back some love. We're gonna stretch it out, make some space, hopefully work through some yucky tightness you may be feeling up there. To do that, you're gonna need a couple of blocks. If you've got them, grab them. If you don't, a couple of sturdy books kind of piled on top of each other will work. If you have neither at your disposal, you'll be just fine. So gather your things, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and let's get stretchy. Okay, so we're gonna start in a comfortable seat. So go ahead, if it feels good to you, you can bring one foot in front of the other. You can sit cross legs, whatever works. Take a moment, close your eyes, hands to your lap. And when you exhale, drop your chin to your chest. And just shake your head a little bit side to side. Like you could swing your chin to one shoulder and then swing it up to the other one. Just let it go side to side. And on an inhale, you're gonna roll that right ear up over your right shoulder. And when you exhale, roll down through center. And inhale, roll up to the left. And exhale down through center. One more time to the right, inhale, roll it up. And exhale, come on back down. And up to the left, inhale. And back through center. On your next inhale, you're gonna lift your head. Open your eyes. Okay, you're gonna take your left hand across to your right knee. Sit up nice and tall and just give yourself a twist here. Feel where you can start to draw in through your low belly, draw in through your low back, and lengthen up through the crown of your head. Then you're gonna take your chin and start to kind of curl it in toward your chest. And then press this space right underneath your left shoulder blade back so we can kind of curl in like we were scooping out this right side. And press through that left side upper back. Take a deep breath. And you're gonna lift your head. Keep your torso twisting to the right. Take your right arm, stretch it up, and then we're gonna lean it back. Your head can kind of go a little bit side to side, whatever feels good on your neck here. Inhale, and when you exhale, that hand's gonna go across to your left knee. Curl your chin in and start to round your upper back again. And maybe shake your head a little bit side to side. And you're gonna release that left hand, sit up nice and tall, and spin your left hand behind you, finding that twist to the left side. And come into that long spine to start. Sitting bones rooted, all that good stuff happening. Gonna ring it out. And then you're gonna start to take this kind of space underneath your right shoulder blade and puff it back behind you. Draw your chin closer to your chest. And take a couple of deep breaths in there. And maybe shake your head while you settle into it. That's it. You're gonna keep your torso twisting left, but come up tall again. Left arm alongside your ear, and you're gonna stretch up, kind of lean it back. And you can press this left knee into your hand. Yeah. Inhale. When you exhale, sail that left hand across to your right knee. One more time, you're gonna curl in upper back rounds. Yeah, and then both hands to your knees. Inhale, you're just gonna roll your shoulders up and back, lift your chest. And exhale, round it in. Inhale, arch your back, lift it up. And exhale, curl it in. Inhale, lift, spread through your collarbones. And exhale and round. One more. Yes. That's it. And then back up to your neutral spine, work your way into table, and have your blocks at the ready. We don't need them quite yet, but bring them close. And once you come into your table, you're just gonna start to roll some circles in your hips. Yeah, that's it. And just one round of cat and cow. Inhale, arch your back, stretch your chest up. Exhale and curl it in. And we're gonna hold this rounded kind of Halloween cat position. Press into your hands, feel your chin draw deeper into your chest. And press the center of your upper back toward the ceiling. Oh. All right, and then back to neutral. Walk your hands forward for puppy pose. Maybe 1.5, 2 hands distance forward. Spread your fingers. Wrap those triceps in and gently pull your hips back. You want to try to keep your hips stacked over your knees as much as you can. Press your palms down, but feel your upper arms lift, and then take that space between your shoulder blades and start to drop it down. You might want to drop your forehead. Keep your low belly engaged so the stretch goes the upper spine, maybe the backs of your shoulders or your arms, depending on where you're feeling it today. Nice strong core. Walk your hands back underneath you. You're going to take your right arm and sweep it up. Let's thread the needle. Come all the way down. Keep the tops of your feet rooted so you're steady here in your foundation. Pop up onto your left fingertip so that left elbow is still bent. And you can press into the floor with that left hand. Feel your outer left hip pull back. If you want to go for a half bind, reach up and stretch it around, you absolutely can. If that left hand feels better on the floor, keep it there. Then wherever you are, you're going to press the left hand down into the mat, sweep your right arm up, and just reach it up again. And then take your hand back down to the mat. Same thing on the left side. Sweep it up, and then thread underneath. Press into the back of this left arm. You can pop onto your right fingertips. Oh, roll it open. If you want to go for that half bind, you can. Doesn't feel great on my body today, so I'm going to keep it right where it is. You got it. Right hand to the mat. Inhale, drag it out. Sweep it up. Oh, okay, both hands to the floor now. I'm going to grab for the blocks. And we're going to move into a child's pose, hips to heels, but we're going to use the blocks or the books underneath your hands, right? So you can take your knees a little bit wider than we normally do. You're just going to start to settle your hips to your heels, hands about shoulder distance apart. You're going to find a place that feels pretty comfortable, and then you're going to drop your head to the floor. Feel your arm bones pull gently back into the sockets, and you're going to press into the blocks, maybe with 10% effort. So you're not just kind of blow up and down here, but you're pushing into the hands. Feel those backs of your upper arms curl in toward your ears. So you're not winging out, but hugging in. No winging out today. We'll wing out tomorrow. One more breath here. All right, then you're going to come back up onto your hands and knees and slide the blocks underneath you. So we're in table, but we're in table on the blocks. And then you're just going to flip your fingertips around. So the heels of your hands are on the blocks, but your fingertips go around the edge. And a couple of rounds here and cat and cow. Just a little wrist love here. Yeah. One more. Okay, and then back to neutral. Gonna flip your hands, shake them out if you need it. There we go. And now we're gonna take these blocks and spin them around. So they're like short end to short end. And maybe walk them a little bit forward. That feels pretty close. And then you're going to take the backs of your elbows onto the blocks. shoulder distance or slightly more narrow. I like a slightly more narrow distance, but that's just me. So you can kind of figure out, we don't want to go super wide. That's going to feel like we don't have enough stabilization through the shoulders. So you want to keep everything in line or like a little more narrow, right? Hips over your knees, plug your arm bones into the sockets, feel where they can kind of blunk back. And then hands pressed to prayer. You're going to start to drop your chest. And again, you can really work on, play with what it feels like to let your abdominal muscles, let your low back kind of sag into the pose as your chest drops down. And then you press a little bit into your elbows, work some resistance, and draw your low belly in. And feel how that starts to localize the stretch. More upper back, maybe arm, shoulder area. Your forehead can rest on the blocks. If it feels better to let your head slide through and hang, you can do that too. One more breath here. All right, and then press into those elbows. Oh, come on up. And we're gonna get rid of the blocks. Walk your hands forward, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, down dog. Take it up and stretch it back. And pedal it out. Let yourself work gently side to side. Beautiful. Inhale, rock forward, find your plank. Exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. You can drop your knees. Come onto your chin or your forehead. Stretch those legs back behind you. Sweep your hands behind you. Legs are going to stay rooted here. Curl up, head, neck, chest. Root down through the tops of your feet. Pubic bone presses into the floor. Keep the sides of your neck nice and long. Inhale. Exhale, release. Come onto one cheek. Bend your knees, windshield wiper. And slide your hands underneath you. Drop your feet to the mat. We're going to come on up and stretch it back. Downward facing dog. Same thing here. Press into your hands. Feel those triceps wrap in toward your ears. And then take your gaze forward and walk it up. Uttanasana. Easy fold at the top of the mat. When you get there, soften your knees, grab opposite hand to elbow. And you're going to let yourself sway a little bit, side to side. You got it. Release those hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press into the floor. Come all the way up. Urdhva Hastasana. Reach it up. Grab that left wrist with your right hand. Lengthen up. Scoop your tailbone. Stretch up and reach over. Inhale it up through center and switch. Right wrist in that left hand. Come on up and over. Tailbone still reaching to those heels. Inhale up through center. When you exhale, you're going to drop your hands down behind your back, and you're going to grab your left wrist with your right hand and just pull straight down. When you exhale, drop your chin to your chest and shake your head. Lift your head and switch. Grab that right wrist, left hand. You're going to pull down, lift into the top of your head as you reach into those right fingertips, and then drop your chin to your chest. Give a little shake. Beautiful. Lift your head. Release those arms. Roll out your shoulders. Okay. So some balance work here. We're going to come onto that left foot. Tree pose, right? Sweep that right knee open. You can keep your toes on the floor or you can bring your foot up. Whatever feels good here. You just don't want to land on that knee joint. Probably not ideal. Find your gaze point. Hands can come into prayer. You can take your arms out to the side. Take a couple of breaths. Yes, then you're gonna take this right knee, sweep it forward and step it back, warrior one. Hands are gonna stay in prayer for a moment here and just kind of settle into your feet. Feel your low ribs pull down and your pubic bone kind of pull up. So we've got a little abdominal action here as you press to the outer edge of that back foot. Okay, so now from here, you're gonna take your right arm and stretch it across in front of your chest and hook with the left. Yep, so you wanna pull that arm, that right arm bone kind of back a little bit so your shoulder blade stays on your back, and you're gonna press that right arm into the left one and maybe gaze over your right shoulder. Then bring your head back through the middle. You're gonna let this right arm kind of swing out, swoosh, and up alongside your ear. Bend your elbow, fingertips walk down your upper back, and then grab a hold with your left hand. Soften your shoulders away from your ears, and notice if your low ribs have like come right out of your body there. Tuck them back in. And you're gonna lengthen up through that elbow, and as you push through your right heel, you can pull yourself gently left. Inhale, come back through center, reach those arms up. When you exhale, arms come to cactus. Feel that squeeze between the shoulder blades. Full breath in. And then exhale, you're gonna round in. Pinkies, forearms, press. Inhale, open it up, make it dramatic. Exhale, curl it in. Again, inhale, open. Then exhale, pull it in. Last one, open it up. And then curl it in. And then open, arms stay in that cactus position. You're gonna take your right arm, bring it underneath the left, and we work into eagle here. Maybe the palms don't press, maybe the backs of the hands press. Find what works for you. The tops of your shoulders relax, and then let your elbows lift gently. Maybe that chin drops toward your chest. You're gonna lift your head. Release your arms. Inhale, just sweep them out and up for a moment. Warrior one. Exhale, hands come behind your back. Interlace your fingers, drag it down. You're gonna keep this, lift through your chest. Keep those fingers interlaced, and we're gonna spin toward the middle. You can take your feet a little bit wider if you want. Lengthen up, feet parallel. Exhale and fold. Let the crown of your head just drop toward the floor. As your shoulders pull away from your earlobes, feel your knuckles draw away. You got it. When you exhale, release your hands. You're gonna walk that left hand forward. Take your right arm, stretch it underneath, grab for the outer edge of that left leg. And then bend your right knee. You're gonna bend your right elbow. And start to twist to the left. Take a breath into that upper right side of your back, shoulder. And when you exhale, release that twist. You're gonna walk toward that front edge of your mat, step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock it forward, find your plank. And when you exhale, lower it down all the way to the floor. Locust, interlace those fingers behind your back. Roll the shoulders up. You can float the legs once you get the lift through your torso. Inhale, back body strong. Exhale, let it go. Slide your hands underneath you. Come on up, press it back. Downward facing dog, moving through table, if that works for you. And then we're gonna tiptoe to the top of the mat. Come all the way up. Halfway lift. And let it go. Press into your feet, come all the way up. Hands come to prayer. Okay, right side, you're gonna shift onto that right foot. Find your tree, right? Here we go. Sweep that left knee open. Feel your outer right hip hug in. That right foot roots into the floor. Find your breath. Okay, left knee's gonna sweep forward and we step it back, warrior one. Big step, baby step, whatever kind of step you wanna work here. Hips and chest square to the front of the mat. Oh, yeah. Okay, and now from here, left arm's gonna stretch across in front. You're gonna hook that arm with your right arm. And drop the shoulder away from your ear. Feel your arm bone plug in. And press that left hand into the right one. All right, let that right hand relax. Left arm's gonna swing out. Reach it up right alongside your ear. Bend that elbow. Grab a hold. Ooh, yowzas, maybe tight in there. We got this. Feel that elbow lengthen up. Press through that left heel, and we're gonna take a little lean to the right. Inhale it back up. Arms come through cactus. Squeeze the tips of your shoulder blades in. Exhale and bring it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull it in and round. One more. And curl it in. And then open it up. We're going for eagle, right? Take that left arm underneath the right one. Wrap. Shoulders soft, but elbows buoyant. Maybe that chin drops to your chest. Inhale, lift your head. Release those arms. You're gonna take them behind your back, interlace your fingers. Maybe the other pinky's on top. Maybe you've already forgotten. Doesn't matter. And then we're gonna pivot around. Long end of the mat. Outer edges of your feet parallel. And then drag into those knuckles, lift into your chest. Inhale. Exhale and fold. The top of your head. Ooh, relax down. When you exhale, release those hands. Take your right hand, walk it forward, but feel your weight spill back into your heels. You don't want to kind of move your weight into that right hand. Keep your weight behind you a bit. Now you're going to take that left arm, reach for your right foot. Bend your left knee. Bend your left elbow. Oh, and breathe. Nice big deep breaths. One more. Feel that left side, upper back stretch out. Okay, and then from here, you're gonna release, walk toward the front edge of your mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Pause here. When you exhale, you're gonna drop your knees to the mat. Take your hips back to your heels. And we're gonna end here in child's pose. So just take a couple of breaths. Arms right alongside your body. Palms face up so you can let your upper back just start to round in. And let your breath go to your upper back. Couple more breaths here. Then slide your hands underneath you. Come on up, find a comfortable seat. And let your eyes close. And take a few moments just to breathe before you step off your mat and into the rest of your day. Bring your palms together to Anjali Mudra. Bow your head and honor this time that you set aside for yourself, that you carved out of your busy schedule to make some space, not only in your upper back, but in your day, some space in your body and space in your breath too. Thank you for practicing with me. I look forward to practicing with you again soon. As always, drop a comment below, like, share with a friend who might feel kind of crunchy in their upper back. Subscribe if you're feeling like it. Make it a great day.